coming up very shortly. But before that, let's bring you the latest on Mohamed Salah. And The Sun are reporting that he met with his former Liverpool teammate and captain Jordan Henderson on Wednesday. Their meeting comes just days after Salah questioned why he'd been left out of the team by Liverpool boss Arne Slot in a shock outburst following their 3-3 draw with Leeds. The 33-year-old claimed that the club have thrown him under the bus. Well, this is The Sun's back page with the picture of Salah and Henderson, who now plays for Brentford, having lunch at an Italian restaurant in West London. Salah was left out of the Liverpool squad that beat Inter Milan in the Champions League on Tuesday and has been linked with a move to the Saudi Pro League. Clubs such as Al-Ittihad and Al-Hilal have tried to sign him over the past 2 years, but until now at least, the forward has never shown the firm desire to leave the highest level of club football in Europe. Henderson, of course, had a 5-month spell with Saudi club Al-Ettifaq in 2023 after moving from Liverpool.
It's an intriguing story, great pictures. It happened on Wednesday afternoon at an Italian restaurant, Scalini in Chelsea. So not too far from where Jordan Henderson's staying at the moment. And they were there for 90 minutes. They nipped in, they sort of, according to those in the restaurant, they appeared and walked inside wearing COVID-style masks and hats to cover their faces. So they clearly didn't want people to see that they were nipping into the Italian restaurant. But obviously, once you're inside the restaurant, you've got to take your mask off, haven't you? And they were in deep conversation. And Salah was, doing a lot of listening. Players and someone like Henderson will be looking at it a different way to maybe Liverpool fans or even us. Players know that they can quite quickly be dumped by a team if they suffer an injury or if they're not wanted. So players do look at things in a different way. So I'm sure Henderson will be giving some sympathy to Salah and would probably understand his issues, even though, of course, Mo Salah has gone about it totally the wrong way.
While the former Liverpool midfielder then has shown a sympathetic ear to Salah, another has criticised his behaviour. Didi Hamann was speaking on Sky Germany.
Es läuft nicht, der Trainer ist unter Druck und dann fällt ihm nichts Besseres ein nach so einem Spiel.
Things aren't going well, the manager is under pressure, and then after a game where they get the equaliser in the last minutes, he can't think of anything better to do than stand there and complain about his personal situation. If he has a problem with that, he should go to the manager. He shouldn't make it public. And the other thing is, he's been playing rubbish since January. And the greatest sign of trust a manager can show you is to put you in the starting lineup. He did that until 2 weeks ago, but now he's had no other choice but to take him off, which he could or should have done before. And I have no sympathy for him whatsoever, regardless of his services to the club. He's one of the greatest players in Liverpool's history, there's no question about that. But I think he's done himself a lot of damage by putting his own interests before those of the club in the current situation.
In der jetzigen Situation seine eigenen Interessen vor die des Vereins zu stellen.
Well, Paul Merson doesn't agree with what Hamann was saying there. He says that he understands why Salah has spoken out.
All he's come out and said, he wants to play football. He's got the ump because he's not playing. How could you be slaughtered for that? I mean, I see people, I sat on here at the start of the season, a deadline day. There was players who were refusing to play for their clubs. And this lad is getting absolutely slaughtered. There's other players in the team that could have got dropped, and he's probably sitting there thinking, wait a minute, we're not very good and I'm not playing. Why is he playing and him playing and he's playing? And I just think it's wrong. And Liverpool wouldn't have won anything if it wasn't for Mo Salah, in my opinion. You take away Mo Salah's goals and his assists, I don't think there's any trophies in that cabinet for a while. This is one of the greatest players to ever play in the Premier League. Now all of a sudden we're talking about him like he's just average at best, and that's not right. And as a manager, I think any manager in the world, when you're not doing well, your first port of call is to go back in your drawer and pick the best possible team. And if Mo Salah don't get in that team, he's better off leaving.
Well, 2 years ago, we spoke to the director of football of the Saudi Pro League, who's in charge of a number of deals to bring players to the country. And this is what Michael Emanello said back then.
If for any reason there is an opportunity and there is an interest for both parties to do something, yes, Mo Salah is a player that you would want in your league, any league for that matter.
OK, and a bit of breaking news on this for you. Arne Slot is speaking at his pre-match news conference, which we will bring you in full very shortly. But on Salah's situation, he said, I will have a conversation with Mo this morning. The outcome of that will determine if he plays tomorrow. So a reminder, we'll bring you that news conference in the next 10 minutes and we'll hear from Arne Slot at length. Now, a reminder of our top story this morning. The Sun are reporting that Mohamed Salah met with his former Liverpool teammate and captain, Jordan Henderson, on Wednesday. Salah was left out of the Liverpool squad that beat Inter Milan in the Champions League on Tuesday after publicly questioning why Arne Slot was leaving him out of the team. Salah has been linked with a move to the Saudi Pro League, and Henderson had a 5-month spell with Saudi club Al-Ettifaq in 2023 after moving from Liverpool. So let's hear now from the Liverpool manager Arne Slot. This is his pre-match news conference this morning ahead of tomorrow's match at home to Brighton.
Obviously, Arne, while you're in Milan, Mo posted a picture of himself training alone. What's the situation this weekend? Will he be involved? If not, does that mean he's played his last game for Liverpool?
I will have a conversation with Mo this morning, and the outcome of that conversation determines how it will look tomorrow.
What do you need from him to resolve this situation then?
What I need is a conversation with him, and I think the next time I speak about Mo should be with him and not in here. But yeah, you can keep on trying, but there's not much more to say about it that I speak to him today. And like I said, the outcome of that conversation determines how things will look tomorrow.
Can I just ask though, is part of the issue asking him to do more defensively in the side?
You can try it in multiple ways, but I think I just said that the next time I speak about him should be with him. We've spoken a lot in the last week after the Sunderland game. I think there have been a lot of conversations between his representatives and ours, our representatives and him, between him and me after the Sunderland game. And today I will speak to him again.
Have you had an apology though, or do you need an apology? And that'll be the last one.
Normally I would say you've had your 3 questions. I think this is the 4th or the 5th, but same answer again.
Going to throw one more in though. It's back to the game though, but you are unbeaten in 4 now as well. So I'm just wondering what platform you've given yourselves to build on now.
No, I think apart from being unbeaten, I think we've shown that we were